Chapter 176. Negotiation Breakdowns. When Olad heard the speech of the key speaker of the 99, he did not know how to reply to it. At the same time, he was by nature also one of those people who are not able to utter a single word when experiencing a little emotional anger. And thus it was even more difficult for him to give the very critical opponent a thorough response. But the 10 noted Olad's fairly strong embarrassment. Therefore they went to him, and one of them said to him, "Olad, do not be unnecessarily angry. For behold, these are stock blind people in front of us, who do not even have sufficient light to distinguish the most darkest night from the brightest day. It is thus a complete waste of time to say anything more to them. People who have gone so far with their reason and their intellect that they want to cram the free spirit and its love, which is its essence and purely from God, into sacks, are no longer capable of higher instruction. For they resemble chrysalises that have once spun themselves into their own fabric, and thereby cut themselves off from all higher influxes of light. Even if these pupae would be enlivened in time and become beautiful butterflies, what miserable picture would that be? For it presents nothing else but an annoying number of all kinds of day thieves, loafers and beauty spirits, who put their ideas just like butterflies their eggs in the young plants of the human race, from which very soon emerges a myriad of harmful caterpillars who very quickly gnaw and destroy all the wonderful living germinations of the spiritual life. Therefore, we now have to let those most blind human-like reason and mind pupas as soon as possible move away from here, because now the Spirit's eternal and living sun shines among us. Through its warmth, these pupae will soon hatch, and then lay their pernicious brood into our new plantings. We will no longer exchange vain words with these people, but will let them leave as soon as possible. And as their wind will turn them, thereto they shall go. For every worm knows its herb which tastes good to it, and which it then greedily eats. But the speaker of the 99 said, "Yes, where people talk to people like that, they cannot stay and live together. They preach humility, and at the same time are haughtier than a peacock once his tail is fully grown. Therefore, we move away, and indeed, we will certainly find somewhere our herb." But the speaker of the 10 said, "Yes, move away, because here no herb grows for you any more. People to whom we have granted everything if they had accepted our easy law, are no good for us, who know that God has arranged our hearts just like the eye, which is also much smaller than the visible great creation, but can, nevertheless, take it in and look at it. And so it is not the volume that matters, but only the will of the life-bearing being. Go now, since there is no place for you here. You are granted 3 days to collect your things, but not a moment longer. Understand this, and so it will be done.